私はこの飢えない鉱毒と激しく戦っている。
すべては虚しく。
The greatest anomaly, ikigai, the purpose of life.
群衆の中でこそ沈黙は最も大きく響く。それでも天井を見つめ続ける幾時間が最も耳を裂く。
最も鋭い叫びとは他人には決して聞こえないものだ。
私たちは大勢いる。だが私はただ一人。私たちは最も孤独な群衆。
Isolation craves company, and in this beautiful country it is not difficult to find. One may find it in the center of the city, in the thick of temples, and in the nucleus of the home. However, it is most precisely defined by its employment within the epitome of the desolate heart. Millions live physically surrounded by others, yet inhabit a sphere of utter loneliness. Alone, even within the masses. What causes it? How can a culture which at times binds its people willingly shift the reality? This phenomenon is not new to Japan. The 1600s saw the shutting of Japan's doors to the outside world and to Christendom, marking the beginning of a period of isolation lasting 200 years. Though its borders are now open and it stands as a major world power, one may look at the individual level and yet see aching hearts. Alone. Alone together. December brings the holidays and the grind of work temporarily halts. Inevitable thoughts begin to creep in. What is my purpose? What am I living for? Many jealously eye the steel rails, envying the apparent freedom. Freedom from themselves, freedom from emptiness. Deleted. Of what use is a candle amidst the forest already ablaze? One can only cherish the light of the candle in the deepest darkness. We are not meant to gather around the fire, but to carry the flame to the night. When God calls, who are we to disobey? "40,000 tracts were placed into homes, 40,000 quiet invitations to consider the question, what is the purpose of life? Pray that the path of power did not cease at the mailbox, but rather engulfed the heart of each inhabitant. Pray that what was received with curiosity will be remembered with weight and answered with faith." They say that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. The ability to connect on a personal level, Bible studies, icebreakers, and games, bonding with other young people from the surrounding community. In those moments, real moments, we saw it clearly. The deepest hunger is not for entertainment. It is for connection, for meaning, for hope. Walking the streets and trains bursting with people, one can sense the disconnection pulsing through the masses. There are few things more devastating than the stillness that follows the announcement over the intercom. An accident on the tracks. The corpse is swiftly removed and life goes on. But it doesn't. Not for one person, not for many each day. At the rate we are going, I have reason to believe that heaven will be much lonelier than it could be, than it should be. In the quiet absence of God, the soul has learned to ache, and it will continue to eat itself hollow until there is nothing left. What remains is a host of exoskeletons, smiling, bowing, functioning, but individually exiled. Each hour, a call echoes out of Japan, a cry for hope, a plea for purpose. Ikigai. Who will go? Who will venture out regardless of how isolated he may be? Who will choose to perhaps be lonely, if it means heaven could be less lonely? Ignorance was never their choice, but our failure.
Liminality, existing between states, neither here nor there.
私たちは大勢いる。だが私はただの一人。私たちは最も孤独な群衆。